Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be working on the S14. We have the S14 just getting charged up right now as we speak. We did get a lot done on the last video, so we cleaned it all out, completely gutted it, cleaned it, steam cleaned everything. But on this time, what we are going to do is kind of get everything tidied up, ready to drive. Because I really do want to start driving this car, and I don't know, it's just a very fun car. It makes a lot of nice turbo noises and stuff. So it's got something very cool. A guy here locally in Albuquerque just happened to post his sunroof up for sale, and my gosh, this thing's beautiful. And also, even with the nice suede headliner compared to that headliner that's crappy that was on the car. But actually, that headliner is still good. I'm glad to have that still. But this sunroof, my gosh, is just in such good condition. Honestly, I'm very surprised on how good condition it is compared to the one that I have. You saw the one that I have has all kinds of holes and corrosion and rust underneath. This one's completely clean. So my plan is just to straight swap this into the car so we have a fully working sunroof. And the function on it is very nice. It works. He showed a video and it was working fine, so it's gonna be a lot better than this crud. And I'll probably end up selling this one and doing something with it. So, but yeah, so we're also gonna get these hinges fixed. I just replaced this one. I gotta do the other one. Not really much to do left on this car. I'm gonna try to figure out this turn signal issue. I am having problems with the turn signals still. I don't know if the cluster's bad. I haven't dove deep enough to really look into all the plugs either in the car. My plan is on this video, get the sunroof done, put this car in the lift, see what it looks like underneath. Probably do a full oil change, fluids, all that good stuff. But yeah, I have this thing pretty torn up on the bottom right here. Trying to figure out these damn turn signals. They're not working at all. And I don't know if the turn signals will go bad just because the cluster's bad or what. I don't know. But the fuses are fine. The relays on the car are good. So I really don't know what else to look for, to be honest, on this. I have to go through all the wiring and see what we can do. But I really want to have working turn signals. And I do have the hazard button, because I know a lot of people said that the hazard button has a lot to do with the turn signals, but that is not the problem. So yeah, let's go ahead and get some stuff tidied up, and we'll get it going. Man, these little bolts are a pain to reach down here. There you have it. Super weird. Well, it's all bolted up, guys. All right, now we got a proper hood that closes and locks with a key, thankfully. All right, you guys did know about the trunk latch, how I said this was a right-hand drive one. This is the left-hand drive one now, so I don't know what the difference would be, but the other one was very opposite to what this one was. So I got this one installed, and now the trunk closes with ease, and we got a key on it that locks just fine. So hell yeah, that is definitely a plus. Now, we're gonna get this new sunroof put in the S14. And that'll probably be the last thing I do, because I have other plans on some other cars I wanna work on. So that's the cool thing about having so many cars, is that you get to work on a lot of projects, which is not fun, actually. I was joking. But this sunroof's gonna look sick on this car, because like you saw, this top sunroof is just way too corroded and ugly. So let's go ahead and install that bad boy into the car, and I'll see how I do putting this on by myself. Alright, so basically seeing how this one was taken off, there's a bolt right there, bracket, another bracket. There's quite a bit of stuff going on up here. Another bracket, lots of other bolts in the front. So honestly, really not that bad. I think it should be a pretty easy install. I mean, considering taking it off and bearing the weight of it on top of me, that's a different story, but Should be all right. And then we'll take off this piece up here. We have the motor right here. We'll probably take that off first. Yeah, my lady's playing tennis out there. She's having a good time against the house. So let's go ahead and take off all this shit and we'll get this thing rolling. We only got about 6 bolts left to drop the whole sunroof. Alright, so now this sunroof is gonna start coming down on me. Gotta watch out. Alright, well, as you can see, we do not have a sunroof in here anymore. Man, that metal's thin. I did not realize how thin that metal is. Maybe it would have been better with no sunroof, actually. Just kidding. No, we gotta have a sunroof. I want this car to be completely OEM, so if we're gonna have a sunroof, if it comes with a sunroof, then it's gonna have a sunroof. That's my idea, anyways. But yeah, pretty cool. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe down the inner parts of this, clean it up real nice, and then we'll go ahead and put on the new one. Things always seem like they're going good, but then they don't start to go good. Oh, looks pretty damn good, to be honest. As you can see, the sunroof is on. It doesn't look like it has any cracks or anything as far as like seeing through it into the car, so which is very good. I'm gonna go ahead and test it out right now. I do have it all already bolted all up around. Motor is on. Sorry if I can't get you the perfect angle, but this is what it looks like all around. And it does have a nice suede liner. So this is actually suede. And the guy who sold this to me actually gave me the suede whole top. So this is gonna be a suede top now instead of the fabric. So it's gonna look very sick. But yeah, let's go ahead and plug this in. See if it opens and closes and slides and does all the good stuff. The truth right here. Woo! Opens all the way and it goes all the way in. Now that is gangster. Oh. Yep, he wasn't lying when he said this is a good one. This is a good one. Wow, that makes me so happy. You guys don't even know. Hell yeah. It closes everything. Shit, man. Shout out Dylan, man. That guy hooked me up, man. Hell yeah. Alright, well, as you guys can hear, it is a very windy day today. I do have some more plans with the S14 today. So what we're gonna install, we're gonna get these guys cleaned up and we're gonna put these back on. We also have some more things here. This one fell on the ground. This is the left and the right side of the car. And then we also have our big roof top, or roof liner, whatever you want to call it. That's beautifully suede. This is gonna go on today too. So we're gonna get that guy clean, this one cleaned. And then also we have some seat belts we're gonna throw in the car that I ordered online. So these seat belts came in. I'm gonna go ahead and open these up and show you guys. Cool. Looks like we got the plug right here. And this one is for the right side, I believe. Or left side, actually, never mind. So this is for the left side of the car. This will go on the top, I believe. this will be for a good seatbelt for a car. Looking forward to put this on. The center console does not have a bracket, so I'm gonna put a bracket on it. Jeez, were these spray painted? Ugh, hideous. I don't think I'll put these back in because they do not look nice. Cool, well, I think that's about it. This is what we're gonna put in the car, get all this stuff put on. Should be a complete interior after this. So, very excited. Did go ahead and use some rust remover or dissolver. And as you can see, all the rust came off of this little guy. This guy was pretty rusty. So this is all taken care of. Look at how clean that came out. This thing had a little bit of rust on it, but now it's super clean. Alright guys, today is the day we're gonna get this car on the lift. So I did just finish up quite a bit of stuff on this. And as you can see, I was messing around, tinkering around with it. I did take off the wing. In my opinion, I don't know. I think this car just hit different without the wing. Because honestly, that wing's kind of alright, but man, I low-key like the way it looks without the wing. I'm gonna take off these little side skirts real quick. It doesn't seem like it's gonna be that hard because all there really is just tap the bolts in on the side of the car. So it should be pretty easy to get those off. And then we can put this car on the lift and see exactly what we need to do underneath. But as you can see, the car is all put together. I even put a cool new shift knob, a little rounded one. We obviously don't have a door panel because I can't source one out yet. One thing I did do is I put seatbelts in the rear. So now I have fully functioning seatbelts so where somebody could sit back there actually. And the full interior is back in. We got the suede roof liner. It might be kind of hard to see, but it's beautiful. It looks very, very nice. So, and everything opens, closes, and it's all good. Almost have everything back in the car. Still waiting on a few things to come in. But other than that, let's go ahead and get this car on the lift. I mean, honestly, those could have been a little more secure than that, but we're gonna have to do something about that. All right, it is finally time. Let's get this 240 on the lift. First time ever in history it's going to be on the lift. Now we can finally take off the wheels and see what's really going on with this car. I am honestly kind of scared to look more in depth underneath this car. Go ahead and see what the hell we're looking at here. Okay, so we got a rear end. Oh, I got some pretty decent parts on there. Okay, yeah, those coilovers are definitely could be better. I think I'm gonna definitely heighten this more because I do not like the height of this car at all. This looks like this came off, so no wonder it's all freaking wobbly. Okay. So we got little things here and there. Okay, water came down into here. I do not see any major rust though. No rust at all actually. So that is a good thing. This is a solid suspension for sure. We got a fully built rear end. I don't think the rear end's gonna be... That's gonna be pretty good still. Okay, we got a leaky diff. A little bit leaky there, as you can see. Alright, we don't have something plugged in there. So that's probably why. Oh yeah, look. This wiring right here. That could probably be why the speedometer is not working. So we have some sketchy wiring going on. Definitely could fix this. What's going on here? Why is that painted? That is kind of sketch. I'm actually kind of surprised on how clean it is under here. It's actually not bad at all. Wow, oh, there's a Terpsky there. Cool. Oh, it's a Garrett. That's cool. Alright guys, so I figured out something awesome. I found this little wire on the bottom of the car that was not hooked up properly. So I went ahead and fixed that, and now I have beautiful RPMs now. There we go, buddy. Now we gotta figure out some other issues. We're gonna get down to the bottom of this car. Alright guys, we really did get this whole interior assembled now, except for one last door panel, which I do not have yet. I'm trying to find one and source one. But this whole interior is in. I even put the little plastic side pieces on both sides, so actually it's very clean. The top, this thing I've had to buy a new one because the switch wasn't working. This has a brand new light in here, a dome light, which is super bright. This is a LED one. But yeah, as you can see, this car is looking pretty snazzy, man. And everything's working now, so pretty cool. Except the turn signals. I cannot figure out why the turn signals are not working, but we'll figure that out one day. But I did buy a lot of metal for this car. I'm gonna weld in some tubs. So as you saw in the back, the rear has open tubs in the back, which I do not like. So I bought a whole bunch of metal so I can weld in some new tubs in this car. But everything's good on the car itself. Honestly, runs good. Honestly, runs very good. And yeah, we're gonna take out these wheels, see what's going on under here. Probably gonna have to take off these over fenders, of course. And we'll get to the bottom of this and also raise up the car, because I'm not gonna keep it this low. Like I said, this thing needs to get a lot more higher. But yeah, we're getting it done, man. Oof, hideous. It's pretty bad. Damn, it's a heavy freaking rim. Oh my gosh. That's ridiculously heavy. Get rid of those. This is what we have to work with. As you can see, yeah, this is definitely a... That's a screwed up panel right there. Definitely got to have over fenders on this car because it looks hideous. So we're gonna have to make some nice welds to come around right here, like come around right here, just so we can seal this up. Because my main goal is just to seal this completely, so we get no tire debris flying inside the car or the trunk. So really, to me, it doesn't have to be perfect, but it at least has to look decent, so I can at least, you know, have no smoke coming into the car. That's my main goal. So should be pretty easy. Don't need a whole lot of metal. Just little pieces going in here, and all the way around to where I can cover it up. So we'll get this done, easy peasy. Yeah, this car's just put together like a Frankenstein, man. Why I even have this car? Oh my gosh! The bumper was held up by 2 bolts, bro. Oh my gosh! I didn't even think this was gonna come off. That's crazy. 2 bolts, 1 on each side. Holy crap. Wow, this bumper was being held on by 2 freaking bolts, 1 on that side and 1 on the other side. I cannot believe that. It's a miracle that this bumper was even on. She did say that the back got hit, so I knew about that. So this corner looks like it's pretty banged up. Whatever. This is crushed in. I mean, it is a 240. What can I complain about, to be honest? I'm the one who bought this thing. Oh, I got some free bolts that came out here. Well, what do we have to do? We gotta also get all this sealed up in here. Actually, here on this side's not bad at all. It's the other side which is worse. This just needs hardly any metal, actually. That's not bad. This is pretty easy. I'm gonna go ahead and take off this wheel real quick though. Alright. So far so good. Well, not good, but so far so decent. But yeah, I don't think I want to get to work on it tonight. I think I'm going to go ahead and hit the sack, man. It's getting kind of late. In here, we definitely need to weld in some tubs. So, easy peasy, man. Easy peasy. So I'm going to start by cutting up this metal pieces. I have all these metal panels that I got to cut off first before we start doing anything crazy. I cut this whole piece off just so we could get clearance on what we need to actually weld together. So what we really need to do is just kind of make a piece that's going to go all the way around, seal this piece up, come all the way up this way, seal this piece up, come around, a nice piece of metal that's just going to kind of sit itself in like that, just so I can seal this up. It doesn't have to be perfect. So that's kind of what I'm aiming for. Due to the fact that there is no kind of sealant to go through the car, so that's what we got to do. So as you guys can see, I have my template piece of metal here and ready to weld in, so I'm going to start welding that guy in, and then once that's welded in, I'll start putting more template pieces all around so I can form the wheel well. So this is requiring a lot of work and it's very messy, so I'm not going to be recording, but I'm going to show you guys once I'm finished welding everything. Alright, well, after multiple hours of cutting, grinding, welding, we have a final product. So this is what we're looking at. We got this all sealed up perfectly to where we are not going to get anything inside the trunk nor the cabin. So let me go ahead and get a light for you, show you guys exactly what it looks like. And like I said, it's nothing perfect. The whole point is just to keep anything from going inside the trunk of the cabin. So honestly, I think I did a pretty damn good job, to be honest. Took me a little while. It took me about 4 hours to do just this one side. I can't imagine what it's going to take me to do the next side. And I did not get to record just because it's a very messy work. A lot of sparks flying. This whole area was disgusting. I just cleaned it now. But it's a lot of work. And I do not want to get my camera all nasty, so I do apologize. But I'm going to put seam sealer in between where the welds are. And then I'm going to give this a little fresh paint so it does not rust. But this side's all done. Now we're gonna do this side, and that's gonna be some work. We're moving in the right direction on this car. I just finished doing the other side. Obviously we did this side. Let me just show you guys how beautiful this side looks too. Ooh, not bad. So this was obviously a giant hole, as you guys remember, and now it's all sealed up. This came out pretty good. And actually I'm pretty happy with this because, man, this side was definitely really bad. So this car is all completely sealed up, basically in from the rear end. So I got some of this sealant that I'm going to apply on the welds. So then once we paint it, we'll have a fully sealed thing. I'm just prepping everything so we can start painting this car. And obviously I have everything covered and I'm ready to start throwing some paint down, bruh. Obviously right here you could tell we're just gonna go with a black. Honestly, just black is what I'm gonna do. Nothing spectacular, but might even just end up painting the whole wheel well. We'll see. Just because it's already right here, might as well. Did buy some wheel well paint because we are gonna be painting the wheel wells. Might as well since we got this far. So I'll be putting some wheel well paint with this undercoating Pro Grade, and then also we'll be doing the spray paint along on the sides as well. So the Pro Grade wheel well paint won't go on here, but it'll go in the inside of the wheel wells, which I already got all covered and up and nice. And then we'll put the nice paint. So I'll show you guys once that's done. Alright, so you guys can see how beautiful the paint came out. It is all painted. Wheel wells are actually done as well. So we did the whole wheel well spray on the inner parts on both sides. Came out very, very nice. Now that the 240 is finally coming along, we are finally getting somewhere with this car. And we're gonna go ahead and take off all this crap that I put on the car, and we're gonna put everything back on. So all the over fenders are on, the bumper's on, looks pretty good, except for, well actually no, it does look good. But I did put these little Password JDM little washers on the body kit so it doesn't look all crappy without it. Just gotta throw on the wheel. I did have to use a bolt right here to reinforce this bumper a little bit because there's only 4 bolts holding it in. Unfortunately, that's the only way it's gonna stay because it's just a custom body kit and it sucks. But right here, there's another bolt coming through the back so I can hold the bumper on to the frame. But it is what it is. I'm gonna throw on some wheels right now, see how she looks. Obviously this side's all done too. We got a little bit of a weird alignment going on. This looks like it's coming more back right here in the body and then towards the front, so we'll see if we can even fit a wheel right here. But yeah, same thing on the other side. Got it all finished up. Bumper is intact. This side I was able to use the holes that were already existing right here to tighten up the bumper to. So now this has 4 bolts all around, which is pretty good. Sorry, Grizzly. Alrighty guys, so something else I forgot that we need to finish on the S14. Well, not that I forgot, but parts that just came in. We got 2 pairs of axles for the car, and we're gonna go ahead and throw the axles on the car, and that'll be the final thing to do on the S14 because we have some leaky axles and they're both ripped on both sides, so they're just throwing a bunch of crud everywhere. So that'll be the final thing we do on this car, and that'll be it. We'll go ahead and start by taking off that cotter pin. We might even have to take off this, looks like the spacer, this giant spacer on here needs to come off too. Wow, that is a big spacer. This is kind of a weird thing to have on an axle, but okay. Alright, so moving on down here, we have 6 bolts that need to come off on the axle. So it looks like they're 12 millimeters. Without having to take off any suspension. That would be very nice if we don't have to. Oh yes, I think we can. Alright. There she comes. Full axle out. Alright, well, putting them side by side, you can obviously see the difference on how torn this one is compared to these ones. And hopefully I bought the right one because they're looking a little different. This one looks more rounder than this one. But I'm pretty sure it fits, so we'll see. Alright, new axle's gonna go in. You'll see me squeeze it right through right there. Let's see if it works. Before we put our axle in, I forget that the splines need grease. So it's always good to grease up the splines when you're about to slide in a new axle. Just slid right in. Alright. There we go. Alright. This axle is completely in. Beautiful. So I was reading on the nuts, I guess it's 25 to 33 foot-pounds on those. The big axle bolt is actually, the one on this side is going to be about 152 to 200 foot-pounds. So that's a lot of torque. Cool. Those are all bolted in. I'm going to go ahead and torque these down. Alright, on this part you're going to want to use definitely a torquer to torque this down to about 150 to 230 foot-pounds of torque. I'm probably gonna just do 175 right in the middle just to keep it somewhat in between. So let's go and get this going. Alright, and for whatever reason, this has to be put on. I guess it probably could just be to help the pin stay in place, I guess. Cool, that's all finished. Let's put on the spacer back on so we can rock the wheels. 86 foot-pounds of torque on the lug nut. Able to get all the bolts off of here, off of the axle, as you can see. I am gonna have to drop the exhaust, however, because there's a little spot in between where I think I can squeeze out the axle without having to take off all the suspension components and whatnot. So we're gonna try out that method and see how it works. Oops. This axle is out. Now that I cleaned the area off, let's put that new axle on. Oh my God, freaking bugs, man. All right, that axle is in. Now what I'm gonna do is just do the same thing I did. I'm gonna tighten all these nuts, get them all torqued down, we'll be finished. Now, like I said, these wheels were on the Z, but now they're being donated to the 240. I did not like those other wheels that I had before. They're gone. So now the 240 needs wheels, and this is what we're sticking with. All right, you cannot tell me that these wheels do not look fresh on the 240. So we got a full set of Motegis now. It looks beautiful. I am so hyped for this car. This car has definitely came a long way. Tommy, run! Man, this shit looks sick. Those Motegis really changed the rear up, look really nice. Very happy to see that, honestly. The only thing that really this car needs now is a proper alignment. She's gonna look fresh as you already know. Hell yeah. Out here and she is running. She is just chilling, just like she should be. Honestly, pretty happy with how this car is turning out, man. Pretty freaking sick. I really do like it without that wing, man. I think that wing just ruins the car. Without that wing, I don't even know if I'm gonna keep that top thing up there. I might even get rid of that, so we can get that proper S14 body structure. That body just looks sick. Sickest coupe I think I own. But nah, not as cool as that car. But this shit looks sick, man. I cannot be more pleased with how it looks. Guys, well obviously we got everything done on the 240. We just got to give it a proper alignment and it'll be all finished. So very happy with how it's turning out. We got, you know, all the Motegis on. So this car looks sick. And the best thing about it is she's ready to roll. I mean, there's really nothing else to do besides clean up some wiring here and there, but she's just ready to drive, actually drive now. So once I get this property aligned, she's gonna be hitting the streets. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. I appreciate you guys so much, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more. We are gonna be coming out with some more content soon, so thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.